sorry, my bad. Okay, so for Gamer Station this week, we're going to the land of Japan. Kind of. There's a game published by Namco Bandai. It's called Ni no Kuni. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Why? Because there's only one master of Japanese here. His name is Avery. I pass the torch to you, sir.
This Oliver, this savior, I will taint his heart with the blackness of despair.
Hello, I'm Avery Score, and welcome to a gripping episode of the Gamer Station, because today we're discussing the terrifying work that is Ni no Kuni. I'm of course just kidding, because this is by Studio Ghibli. Those are the same people that brought you Princess Mononoke, that brought you Spirited Away. They're known for joyous adventures that are fun for the whole family, and this, my friends, is no exception. Ni no Kuni is an outstanding work and absolutely belongs in the pantheon of their great anime series. Now, one thing you might be expecting from Ni no Kuni and from Studio Ghibli as a whole is outstanding visuals, outstanding presentation, just a general huge epic sense of scope. Well, you absolutely have that in Ni no Kuni. You will not be disappointed. The visuals are off the charts if you like that kind of cel-shaded look. And indeed, one thing that's really nice here is you barely remarked the transitions between the excellent cutscenes that are plentiful in the game and the gameplay itself. The character models look just that good and are just that faithful to the game's visual style. You're introduced to a whole host of them in the game's opening chapter. Pretty much, you play this guy called Oliver in the Japanese accent, but it's actually just Oliver. He's probably somewhere in America, perhaps in Detroit, seeing as his hometown is called Motown, like Motor Town, like Motor City. But it's not really clear. Anyway, it's set somewhere in the 1950s, and all the kids are hot rod obsessed. You're hot rod obsessed, you want a hot rod. So you're building a hot rod with your boy Philip, and that hot rod is finally ready. It's perfect, the stage is set. Unfortunately, a wheel falls off that hot rod, and you end up in the drink, in the river next to the town. You almost drown, but your faithful mother, who shares your red locks, has a premonition of you drowning, comes out and saves you, but her fragile little heart gives out, and she sacrifices her life for yours. Fortunately, there's an upswing to this tale, because it turns out that Oliver is a storied hero in a parallel universe, and he has a chance not only to save his mother, but to save everyone in that world. You see, and try to keep up. Our world and this parallel world share the same souls. You've got a sister soul in that world. For example, Pasha, the cat, in the normal world becomes King Sasha, a king, in that parallel world of magic and swordplay. Your mother, too, is a great sorceress in that world. And Oliver, in his own right, becomes a mage, the hero of destiny, sent to stop the evil Shadar and the celestial witch queen. So can you do it? Can you do it? Well, you're gonna have to play with some creatures called familiars. The combat system is pretty much what you would expect from an action RPG, some running around the enemies, some slashing at them, but you've also got these creatures that are familiars that kind of resemble Pokemon, essentially. You can collect a few of them. For example, there's this cat/monkey named Kiki, and he has abilities that you wouldn't normally as a character. He can concentrate and then let out a frenetic blast of berserker slashes doing massive damage. As you collect these familiars, you'll have more combat options available to you, and a lot of the strategy in the game is knowing when your familiar is worn out, when you need to pull him back, maybe switch to yourself, Oliver, heal up the party, or cast a fireball, what have you, then send out another familiar in his place. The combat system isn't what I would call exactly over-the-top, exciting action, and combat sequences in the game can be few or far between. Indeed, if there's something to criticize about Ni no Kuni, it's the fact that you as the player feel like you're just an instrument for advancing the plot and for getting from one cutscene to the next. The game is unapologetically linear, which sort of bespeaks Studio Ghibli's origins as a creator of feature films, not as a creator of games. Sometimes you'll be sent out on a quest to look for something or for someone, but that person or thing will be indicated pretty neatly on the map, so there's never any sense of mystery or adventure. You're there to fight a few battles, to advance the plot, and to solve some really easy puzzles. The spells that you gain through a spell book, or a mage almanac, as it's called in the game, can be used in combat and also to solve some of the game's puzzles, open doors, open chests, light braziers, whatever it takes to progress your quest. All in all, Ni no Kuni is a game that benefits from excellent visual style and as well excellent sound provided by the Tokyo Philharmonic, which adds a lot of depth to the game and really sucks you in all that more. It's something that you're going to want to play with a girlfriend, with your mother, with someone who doesn't play video games ordinarily and maybe doesn't understand their charm. These great visuals and this great sound and this wonderful characterization and thrilling dialogue will suck in even the most casual of gamers. I'm Avery Score, and this was the Gamer Station.
Oh, I can't believe it. It's the end of yet another season, which means we'll be starting one again very, very soon. I'm incredibly excited for it. We hope you found the past season, though, enjoyable and, of course, informative and beneficial. My name is Adam Carruthers, and once again, on behalf of everyone here at Gadget Nation and Astro, Awani, here's wishing you a very happy Chinese New Year.